Hello everyone, I welcome you to Love Shyness hospital episode. So, last time we got, stabbed. It happens. So yeah, let's get right into it. My alarm is going off again. Instinctively I want to turn off my alarm, however I don't feel it ever. What the? Feel pretty weak. I try to slowly open my eyes. Open my eyes and can only see that I'm on a stretcher. And also only have a hospital gown instead of my shirt. That sound seemed to come from the monitor. I shake my head a bit. I try to look at my hands. One of them is completely covered in bandages. Monica. Where is Monica? I need to know if she's okay. I try to get up, but I feel too weak to even attempt to get after the stretcher. I can barely sit up. Hello there, weird lady who I don't recognize. But I can do anything. I hear a nurse entering the room. Oh, you're awake. Tell me, how do you feel? Uh-huh. Well, Oh, where are my manners? I'm Nurse Yumiko. Nice to meet you. Oh, likewise. How strange. I expected to start stammering like I usually do. Now, I need to know, how do you feel? Tired? And a bit confused. Good. That's normal after surgery, so don't worry. Surgery? Yes. You're in the OR for several hours. You are a very lucky man. Whether after a few minutes later you would have no choice but to amputate your hand. Hearing that makes my arm leap. Fortunately, we managed to close the wound that opened due to the overexertion you did. The most difficult part was the stab wound you received. It was already a pretty complicated injury, and the overexertion you did just made it worse. That's why I say you are very lucky. An injury like that could even be fatal. But not all news is bad. The most important thing is that we managed to save your hand. Well, I must tell you that it's very likely you won't regain sensitivity as before. Many nerves were severely damaged, and it will take several months for them to recover completely. And it's possible the vast majority may not recover at all. I understand. I can't do anything but look at my hand covered in bandages. How long will I be here? A few more days to make sure there are no infections, but now you need to rest. Your body was under a lot of pressure and your muscles are fatigued. Seeing the slightest effort could cause you a lot of pain. You also lost some blood. Okay, wait. Monica, where is she? Referring to the young lady who came in with you, don't worry, she's still... Atazoth! Mike enters the room without warning. Are you okay? I'm worried all this out. Mike goes silent, surely shocked to see me in such bad shape with my hand covered in bandages. She slowly approaches, seems to hold back tears. Monica! God, I don't know how grateful I am that you're okay. I smile at Monica. And she just starts to cry. What's wrong, Monica? Oi, oi, oi! Oh! I'm sorry. I'm such an idiot. I should have done something more to prevent all this from happening. If only I talked things over with Naomi like I should have, none of this would have happened. And have to risk her life for me. Is the nurse just standing by listening to all this? Monica, please forgive me. I didn't want you to get hurt in any way. I can't do anything but place my left hand on Monica's cheek. Monica, don't feel guilty about all this. These things were the things that happened solely because of Naomi's actions. She could have done the right thing but chose to let herself be consumed by hate. And that led to this. Besides, taking Monica's hand, whether it's hundreds or even thousands of times, so it always come to the rescue, Monica. I get a smile as my eyes tear up a bit. Monica smiles at me as her eyes gradually stop crying. Finally, she hugs me. I love you. I love you too. You two look so adorable together. The hug breaks after the nurse's comment. I'm sorry, I forgot you are here. Don't worry, it's always nice to show some affection to lighten the stress. Atazo, by the way, your mother is here too. Really? Yeah. That poor nurse, let her speak, bloody hell. Atazoth. Mom ran hugs me before I can even react. Son, are you okay? Monica called me and told me what happened. I came right away. Mom, I'm okay, really. I can't breathe. Mom, let's go. Me and holds me by the arms. Never do something like this again. Did you hear me? I came back to lose you too. Mom, Mom was back at her tears. I'll just smile at her. I'm fine, Mom, really. I promise I won't do something like this again. I won't worry you. Mom just throws my head. Of course, son. Mom looks at my right hand. Horatio smiles. I'll get through this, Atos. I'm gonna put it strong. Thanks, Mom. Let approaches again. Mom, there's nothing to worry about. Atazoth is out of danger now, and with time he will recover from his injury. You can be sure of that. Thank you very much for helping my son. It's our job. Miss Monica and the police officers who brought him told me that your son saved her life. Finding that out honestly made us work twice as hard to save his hand. Not every day I receive a patient who was able to risk his own life to save another. That's admirable. Mom just looks at me while smiling. I return the smile. I intend to help you properly, Atazoth, and we'll do our best. Why? What was that voice crack? Bloody hell. Ugh. Thank you. Thank you so much. I focus on looking ahead. I know this won't be easy, but I trust that with help I can get through this. By the way, do you know what happened with Naomi, Doctor? If you're referring to a girl who attacked you, the police have her at the station until you or Miss Monica make some statements. I'll make sure that this Naomi stays in prison for the rest of her life. How could she have done something like this? She's a danger to society. Why can I say nothing? Deep down, Mom is disappointed right now. Naomi is a danger. Harry both know she didn't act out to her own pleasure. She felt marginalized and only did what her corrupted mind told her was right. Mom, I'll take care of it. Huh? What Atazoth? Don't worry, with her locked up, she can't do anything to me. Besides, Monica and I were the only witnesses to what happened. I want to be the one to speak. Just be careful, okay? I will, don't worry. I smell tea some tension. However, I know what I have to do, and if I don't like it, it's necessary. For a greater good. 1 week later, eh? Oh, bloody hell, a phone call. After a week, I was able to leave the hospital, although I'll have to wear bandages anyway, sling to make sure my hand doesn't make any sudden movements. Who knows for how long? As expected, the other girls in Aishan bombarded me with messages, even came to visit me to see how I was doing. While happy that they cared about me, I still felt anxious about what I have to do now. Talk face to face with Naomi. It looks like she hasn't been doing well during her time here. And while a part of me says she deserves it, the other part tells me I need to be more empathetic. After all, I made a promise to Kaze and I plan to keep it. I find myself sitting in front of Naomi. So it's you. How have you been? What does your hand say? Why so serious? Ah! Naomi, I know the last thing you want to do right now is see me. Nothing is necessary. And then ask for a moment to talk for nothing. Talk about what? Are you going to give me a lecture about what I did was wrong? I hope I rot in prison. You know, I won't judge you if you think that. In part, you're not wrong. A part of me wants to see you behind bars for all the harm you've caused. A part of me tells me you deserve it. But the other part of me tells me that I have to try this just to be at peace with myself and because I want to keep a promise I made with Kaze. Kaze? Why not? I'd tell you, before she talked to me in depth about you, I had nothing but hate and apathy for everything you did and planned to do. And I think that's what kept me from realizing that. You're also a victim in this whole matter in a certain way. I realize that hating you and resenting you only creates a vicious cycle that leads us to the same outcome. In this case, I point to Aram, this. I point to Naomi, and this. I'm not as good as Kazuya as being empathetic with people I feel don't deserve it, but I know that your actions have a background made me see that you and I aren't so different after all. Obviously not. I'm way superior to you in every aspect. Maybe that's so, but that's not the point. The point is, Naomi, I don't hate you. I also don't want you near me, or Monica, or anyone close to me. At least not for now. As you said, we had the chance to handle things peacefully, but you didn't do that either. I tried to, and yet you two only belittled me and kept me out. And Monica and I apologize for that. It was a mistake we deeply regret. Monica, she ruined me. It's because of her that I'm here now. If only she'd be more understanding. If only she weren't so selfish. I just stared intently at Naomi. I'm sorry that things had to end this way, but don't blame Monica. Naomi just puts on a look of frustration. You could have done things differently on that rooftop, but you chose to cause more harm. That was your fault. Your hatred only makes you focus on the bad things, instead of seeing beyond them. I'm not trying to persuade you or gain your trust that easily, but at least I want to make peace between us. And maybe, when you're out, you can do the same with Monica. It'll take years for that to even happen. I know. That's why I'm also here to propose this to you. I should know a small document. I'm giving you one last chance to properly redeem yourself. The document shows a way for Naomi to go to a reform center instead of just staying in prison, and whilst the document just looks at her with a face of disbelief. You're not serious? I'm very serious. Why would I want to go back to a reform center? Because you told you everything about me, then you must know I was already in one and look at me now. I know, but it's never too late to try to do things right once again. Naomi looks at the document again, and if you think this means I've forgotten what you've done, you're wrong. I never said I forgave you. If it were up to me, I'd leave things clear and just leave you here. But the choice is yours. Take it, or keep living as an outcast. You shouldn't suffer in your own misery. There will be people who genuinely want your well-being, as Kozue did. You understand. And just stares at me with a look that's both surprised and melancholic. I get up from my seat. You have anything to say? No, only that. My father told me this was the last straw. He doesn't plan to pay any bail or anything to get me out. So I guess I don't have many options anyway. I see. Well, I hope you both can work things out. I start to leave the room. I almost forgot. Monica sends her regards, and when you're ready, if you have water, you can talk properly. I did not want to click auto. See you, Naomi. Goodbye. Wait! I stop after Naomi calls out. Yes? If one day you see her again, tell her from me that I did everything possible to make things better. Even if I felt that too. And tell Kosei that I'm sorry. I just look at Naomi with an empty expression. I don't promise anything. And with that answer, I leave the room. As I leave the station, Mom and Monica meet me. How did it go, son? Did anything else happen? I can rest these. Everything went fine. I gave Naomi the option to reform, so I feel peace with that. I can be sorry I can do more for both of you. I know how important Naomi was. Then seeing her like this must be hard. Yeah, despite it, I can deny that Naomi is like a sister to me at one point. And I'm away from her and the situation only caused more harm in the end. Monica, this isn't your fault. I already told you. The situation is complicated, no doubt, but I know that with time we can move forward. Monica smiles at me. Well, I trust that Naomi will want to make a change this time. It's never too late to improve. Despite her mistakes, she still has time to make amends. That's true. I hope enough time passes for us to talk things out properly. Knowing her, even if she tried now, she'd refuse to talk to me. Don't worry, Monica. Time will tell what happens from now on. Mom suddenly chimes in. Alright. How about I prepare something for both of you to stop thinking too much about this? You must be hungry anyway. Honestly, don't be bad. Of course, Miss Kumara, it would be a pleasure. Mom suddenly gives Monica a gentle push to place her next to me. Seeing you two together makes me so happy. Monica and I just blush. Finally, we just laugh to lighten the mood. It seems that, at last, Monica and I can live in peace. After all, our story together is just beginning. Hello? Hello? 7 months! What kind of a time skip is this? I'm sitting writing a few things on paper. The atmosphere in the club has never been so lively. I have to admit, writing papers and reviewing others wasn't what I expected, but I'm not complaining. Although the fact that Monica had to leave the school and return to that school up north because of her mother, it was hard to process, but I eventually accepted it. I guess Monica's mom was too scared by everything that happened. I suppose changing her to another school is her way of protecting her in some way. It's good to know at least that she cares about her daughter. Down says, who takes charge of the literature club then? A club we worked so hard to create and build. I suppose the answer is a bit ambiguous, but at the same time obvious. Atazoth, how many poems did you say we need to bring next week? It was 3, I haven't told you by message. Nah, but it's too many. Would you rather have Jackie decide the number of poems again? Last time she made you write 5 poems. Well, in my defense, that's something a vice president would do. If you want to get better, then we need to try harder. I'm not arguing that. I don't mind writing more poems. After all, I enjoy writing them. Well, I'll take my time to finish them. Whatever you say, Natsuki. By the way, Atazoth, how's Monica doing? She's fine. Though, as you know, that school she's at is a lot stricter, so I guess she's handling it as best as she can. No, sometimes I miss her. But she saw you yesterday when we went out to eat. It's not the same to see each other once in a while as to do it every day. I know that, but... Whatever. You know if she'll have free time this weekend. I'll let you know, Natsuki, don't worry. Alright. Okay, everyone. I think we can end the club meeting for today. So pick up your things. You can head home. One by one, the girls gather their things and I do the same. It is the first to leave. See you guys. Bye. Natsuki's next. Well, I need to hurry. Aishi must be waiting for me. Ever since he started dating Aishi, never stopped my shame. So cute. Shut up. I'm not cute. JK, Aishi had a laugh. Anyway, bye. Natsuki leaves the room. I just put on my backpack and start walking toward the door. I'll handle what needs to be done at the top, so don't worry. Thanks, Jackie. I'm counting on you. Jackie and I do a fist bump. Doesn't hurt with your right hand. Nah, don't worry. Actually, I barely feel anything. Though there are times when it's hard to move my fingers. Just keep up with the treatment, you're still recovering. I know. Anyway, I'm out, Jackie. Take care. You too. When I leave the school, I see some students talking amongst themselves, others heading back home, and others, well, who don't know how to hide very well. I make a slight gesture with my mouth, and Natsuki and Haishin get started. You should do that kind of thing in private, you know? What are you doing, looking? Dissolve. Don't be disrespectful. I just chuckle. My bad. Natsuki and Haishin separate. I'll go out, Haishin. See you later. Natsuki runs off in a hurry. Seriously, Atazoth, you shouldn't do that. I said I'm sorry. Why are you guys more affectionate than usual? Well, it turns out that Natsuki talked to me about taking the next step, if you know what I mean. Oh, it's that. Yeah, but feel a bit embarrassed. Congrats? Sorry, I don't know what to say. Don't worry. I'm just really nervous, that's all. That's normal, I guess. But don't worry, the most important thing is that both of you feel comfortable at all times. Thanks for the support, Atazoth. No problem. Anyway, I gotta get going. See you, Aishin, and good luck. See you, and thanks. I continue on my way as usual. While walking, Kase sends me photos of the place she's in. Seeing her smile makes me feel at ease. I know the distance limits us, but despite it, I'll be ready for when she returns. And be able to welcome her with open arms. Anyways, I better pick up the pace. I finally finished my assignment. Soon I'll get to see Monica, so I wanted to be free of any responsibilities. And so I still feel like I will look bad when I put anything on. I know, when I'm with Monica, I forget all that. I wear whatever is sellable and carry my hoodie on my arm. I go down to the living room where Mom is on her left as usual. Hey, Mom. Son, do you have plans for today? Yeah. You know, I'm going out with Monica. Alright, son. Just don't come back too late. Of course, Mom. I almost forgot. Leave my hoodie on the couch. Almost left my phone behind. I'm back upstairs. Is that boy going out again? Yes, he is. He should at least bring something back. Every time he leaves, he comes back with nothing. Maybe I'll feel like it this time. I finally returned. Alright, Mom, I'm ready. Take care, son. Will do. See you, Tiana. Sure. I to the door and started out. Wait, son. You forgot to your hoodie. It's already gone. Leave it. It's out anyway. We're to be a hoodie, I guess. Besides, it means more alone time for the two of us. That's true. Huh? Micah should be coming out any moment now. I know she always tries to look good when she's with me, but the truth is that she looks beautiful no matter how she looks. In that time, I found her all messed and half asleep when I had to wake her later out. While I'm lost in thought, Micah finally comes out. Hi, honey. Hey, Monica. Micah comes closer and gives me a kiss on the cheek. How's it going with the club? I'm doing the best I can. Things haven't been the same since I had to transfer school. I know, but I'm sure you're doing an excellent job as president. Besides, my transfer didn't stop us from seeing each other like usual. That's true. So where do you want to go first? I really like Monica. Honestly, I don't have much of an idea right now. Alright then, let's go to... Monica should suddenly get surprised. What's wrong? You decide not to wear a hoodie today, Atazoth. Huh? I realized I forgot my hoodie at home. My arms are exposed, making me feel pretty anxious. It seems so. I tried to cover my arms at home. Hold on, I just need to find like away and show my, I seriously walk all the way to Monica's house like this. How many people have seen him? I especially try to hide my arms. Monica stops my attempts to cover my arms. Atazoth, any stuff insecurities about your scars? It's no wonder you always wear hoodies no matter how thin. Listen, I love you for who you are. Your scars will never make me feel otherwise. In fact, they make me love you even more. If people don't see the story behind those scars, then those people aren't worth it. They just look at Monica, trying not to tear up. She gently strokes my scars while continuing to smile at me. You're still fighting many battles, and that's why I want to be with you through every one of them. You're not alone, Atazoth. You've done so much for me. I just want to return the favor. I take Monica's hand. Thank you. I love you, Monica. I love you too. I have a few small tears that were forming in my eyes. Well, so where did you say you would like to go first? How about a walk in the park? Something calm before we go somewhere else like the movies. Sure, Monica. That's my mother. Mike and I head towards the park. The walk in the park is peaceful. There aren't many people around, so I don't worry much about my arms. Monica often starts conversation with her school or literature club. As if she feels a bit sad about having to give up her desire to share her interests with others. She just responds that she already did that, and that's enough for her. As you keep walking, Monica suddenly seems a bit down. Is something wrong, Monica? It's nothing, really. Just that I still have this fear that Mom might come at any moment to force me to leave. Even though she agreed to let me stay, I still feel a tiny thorn in my side. Monica doesn't stop looking at me intently while she talks. I just smile at her. No need to worry, Monica. I know that thought might scare you, but I'm sure that sooner or later, your mom will fully understand you want to stay here. Also, if you're very far away, I'll always be with you. Monica gives me a smile back. So kind and gentle as always, Atazoth. Anything for you, Monica. Monica suddenly gets close and takes my hand. I'll live by her side for the rest of my life, Atazoth. I'll say it as many times as necessary, no matter what we have to go through. If it's for you, it'll be completely worth it. Monica and I share a small kiss. Finally, we continue our walk. Aww, so cute. Everyone's happy ending, right? But many times, things don't turn out that way, or at least not entirely. They say time heals all wounds, but the truth is that time doesn't erase anything. What it does is give us the necessary space to learn to live with the scars. I always thought if someone was bad, they did it purely for pleasure, but because they now assured me that it's not always like that. As absurd as it may seem, people always have a reason for their actions. All this time, I can say we've all grown, at least a little. At least on my part, I feel like I've grown quite a lot. I'm not able to see the future, but I'm sure if with the people I care about most, everything can turn out okay. I won't deny that there will be stumbles along the way, some that I might not be able to forget, but I guess they're a part of growing up. And if my depression covers me in its darkness again, I know Monica will help me see the light again, because if this girl loves me for who I am, how bad can it all be? Bravo! Mod created by Monica Clavera. Bloody hell, this was a wild ride! So, it is time to rate the mod. Before we place it on the tier list, I want to say a few things. This mod was very wrong, don't get me wrong. But the length was fine. It was paced enough, well enough, that it did not... I feel like the pacing was quite good. I felt quite satisfied with that. The story itself was very good. I liked it a lot. Monica, greatly characterized. MC, I liked him. He had his stumbles, sure. He was sometimes a bit off, but I very much liked him. The side characters like Hannah here, nice. Jackie, it's a shame we didn't see more of Jackie since she became a literature club member, but that's fine. Naomi, a good villain. It's not. I find it quite nice that she wasn't fully redeemed. She has been given a chance, but she decided to go on a different path. It's nice. I like that. Haishin and Kozue, great additions to this mod. Like, genuinely, the friendships that Haishin, Kozue, and MC had, delightful. Awesome, great. MC's mother, great supporting character. Now, the issues. Grammar, okay? It seems, I think, if I'm not wrong, this mod wasn't in English originally, I think. So it can be seen with like misgendering or sometimes stuff not being fully translated to English, which was a bit annoying, but it didn't really change my likeness of the mod. I still liked it. Now, my issue is with Sare. She's a mixed bag for me. On one hand, I really liked her characterization. On the other, it's like... It's a bit of a shame that for one, she wasn't given a chance like Naomi, even though I feel like Sayuri would have deserved much more of a chance than Naomi. And also, I feel like Sayuri's character was a bit wasted. Like, we had a lot of build-up for Sayuri's character. Her past, her aspirations, what she likes, dislikes, her whole thing, where she feels like the things she does are bad, but she does it for a perceived greater good. And I feel like, at the end, her character was a bit ruined. I'm not gonna lie. Because then they made her comically evil even. Like, then they revealed she killed a student. She agrees with Naomi making Monica suffer. And shit like that. Like, I liked her moral ambiguity. Because I didn't need Sayuri to be fully good. Hell. Sure. She was bad. That's fine. But I feel like at the beginning, it was fine that she was bad because it was still Sayuri. She felt bad about what she did, but she thought it was for the greater good. But when she got revealed, it felt to me like they made her comically evil. Like, that was quite an annoyance. Why are there 3 question marks? I did not expect that. How disappointed my daughter has been. She was supposed to teach that brat a lesson. Why, she shall never be able to do that, especially now that she's locked up. As far as I'm concerned, she can stay there as long as the court decides. I've given up on her. But you might be able to honor and achieve what Naomi couldn't. You could be the pride of both me and your family if you succeed, Sayuri. Fine. I'm going to do it. Come on! No! What are they going to do with Sayuri? Oh, this is fucking weird. Okay, this makes me change even more my opinion. Because fine. They want to make a return of Sayuri. Okay. Sure. What the okay, so it seems we might get more of Sayuri. Which makes me even more afraid of what they will do to her. Because, again, I liked her moral ambiguity. Because, again, Naomi fulfilled the role of a very evil person well. Sure, she had her reasons. But her whole thing was that she had a choice and she didn't take it. She let the hate consume her. Sayuri, she wasn't given a choice, which annoys me. But the characters were in a different point. But that's the thing. Sayuri always had that doubt that what she's doing is wrong. But then, she became all buddy-buddy with Naomi. Fucking loved her extremely dearly. Greatest, bestest friends. And that pissed me off. So, let me bring up the ranking. So we can put it on the tier list, you know. Because I am... Shut up. I am quite conflicted. I ain't gonna lie. Okay? It's like... I'm afraid of what they will do. Because, yeah, it seems that this will continue. Which is like... I like this mod. Don't get me wrong. I like it. But... bloody hell. It's... Sari's ending made me a little feel weird. Not just, Atazoth wants to fuck Sari. No, I mean her character is making me very conflicted. Okay, so the tier list. Okay, I said my issues with the story. Pacing was fine. I like that the ending wasn't all sunshine and rainbows, but taking some minor issues, yeah, sometimes inconsistencies with MC, Sari as a character, and now the ending, which just fucking feels like a comical supervillain. Like, what the fuck? Why is a grown-ass woman beefing with a teenager? Like genuinely, that was some fucking supervillain type shit. I liked it a lot. Don't get me wrong. But Sari's ending and this post-credit scene leaves a bad aftertaste in my mouth. Anyway, I hope you lads and lassies enjoyed. Press like, comment, subscribe. The creator of my mod, good job. I am intrigued of what you'll do next. And goodbye.